So my friend sent me this video and he said, I want you to react to it, but blindly. I don't know what this video is about. I don't know anything at all. So let's watch this together and see what this is about.
5 things that women lie on social media and claim to not like, but they actually love it. First thing you got to understand about most women is that a lot of them are liars and they have selective morality. So they pick and choose when they want to have integrity. Coming in at number one, because it's my favorite, is cheating. I done said this before. Women do not hate cheating. Women hate being cheated on. Majority of women, if you have a conversation with them, you'll find out that at some point in their life, whether they was young, old, they've been another woman. All right. They've been the other woman to a man who was cheating. They had no problem being a side chick. They had no problem messing around with a man who they knew was taken. I done met so many women throughout my life. I have had to cut women off because they can't seem to stop messing with other people's men. And I don't do that. Right? I don't hang around people that do that. That's a no-go for me. I don't play that. But they will sit up in your face and tell you how horrible cheating is, but the truth is, they only care when they the one being cheated on. And a lot of them, contrary to popular belief, don't actually hate being cheated on. They hate the embarrassment that comes with being cheated on when people find out. But if the man would cheat on her in secrecy and only him and her knew that the cheating was going on, most of them, they really don't care. Number two,
There are women out there that will, like, if it's hush hush and the man's providing, taking care of her, doing all the things a man should do, everything like above and beyond, like literally above and beyond. He's doing the way these internet men want. She's a stay-at-home wife. She's taking care of the kids. He goes to work. That woman will keep her mouth shut as long as the man does not embarrass her. 1,000%. This woman is completely right with this. However, a lot of women don't like being cheated on, and they will not cheat neither too. It doesn't necessarily mean just because the woman is being cheated on, she wants to cheat as well. That doesn't make sense to me. But I don't believe that women would rather be the cheater, because there are women out there that don't like the idea of cheating. They would rather keep it wholesome. And I've made a short video on it before. Go check my short, or it'll be attached to here afterwards. Where some girls would be like, they would have rather to cheat, yes, but they're glad that they didn't, because one, there's karma. Two, it affects your guilt and affects you personally too. So in the long run, it's beneficial that they didn't cheat at all. But still, she's not wrong when it comes to the fact that women will keep it hush hush. If the man is cheating and they know about it, they're going to keep it hush hush. If the man is providing, taking care of them, putting food on the table, is the breadwinner, etc., 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 giving her the life that she always wanted. Put it that way. So she's not wrong.
a lot of women mistreatment, they don't hate it as long as you can compensate them for it. Right? Like you can actually mistreat them as long as the money right. They'll give up their dignity and respect for money. A lot of them can be bought. So it doesn't matter how disrespectful that man is. It don't matter how terrible he treat her as long as the compensation adds up and makes sense. Literally. Next.
I don't know what you mean by that. So there's to an extent to everything. If a man's mistreating her, not physically, but mentally and emotionally, a woman will check out eventually. Don't care what anybody tells me. Try me on it. A woman will check out eventually because it outweighs one another in the long run. So at the end of the day, you can't really tell me, oh, but if he's cheating or if he's mistreating her, she won't care. It's okay. But that mistreatment is going to grow and it's going to get worse as time goes. You can't just say the mistreatment. Cheating is mistreatment. It's a part of the mistreatment. But then there's physical mistreatment. So if he's doing DV, then I'm sorry, but no, a woman will not stay. She's being brainwashed. That's why she's staying. It's not because it's healthy or because it's worth it. It's because she doesn't understand what's going on. It's because she's confused. So, in my humble opinion, I don't fully agree with her on this. I think it really varies on the person, how far they are, what they've gone through, what is the mistreatment, the type of mistreatment that it is. That's another factor. It's not just a straight and arrow mistreatment. She's not specifying enough what type of mistreatment she's referring to. So if it's mental and emotional, a woman will stay longer, but eventually, again, the women will leave. They will not stay forever because the mistreatment is going to outweigh everything else at the end of the day. Example, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Kim got the world from Kanye. The most, the largest gifts, the biggest things in the world. She got it. And then what happened? She literally said in a video, eventually those small things became big things. And those big things became became irrelevant. They weren't worth it. So the small things became the most important things in the world after that. And without those small things, how could they continue? You take it as you want with that. Okay?
Number three, deadbeats. Women actually love deadbeats, right? Especially when he can give her all his time. You think that while she out going on these dates and he taking her out of the country and doing all of this stuff that she asking him, well, why you ain't spending this time with your kids? No, she don't care that he ain't spending this time with them kids. She don't care that she don't never hear him talking about going to get them kids. She don't care that she ain't never seen him talk about sending no money to them baby mamas. Only person she care about is her. All right, as long as he treating her good. And if she got kids, she only cares about the treatment that he gives to her children. Biological, not biological. She only cares about her and her situation. Attention.
Before I go into that, because what? Okay. Wow. That's selfish woman. So if you're a selfish woman, that you could relate to that for sure. If you're someone that's like about their family only, what about the things about their family and all that stuff? Cool. That's no problem. However, no. A good woman, a valuable woman, a loving woman, a caring woman will not look at her kids as only her kids. They're going to look at his kids as her kids too. That's just the truth. That's a good woman. And if there's women out there that don't do that, please run away from them. Please do. Because they're the most sickening ones. If you're a father, your kids come first before the next woman. If you are married and you have a wife and you're still together, your wife comes first and then your kids, because in my humble opinion, a healthy happy home is two healthy happy parents that live and work well together, and the only way to do that is that they prioritize each other in their marriage and their relationship, not the kids. Having the kids don't bring value into the marriage. It brings joy and memories and happiness, but it doesn't bring the value. It could bring more problems because then you neglect one another, and that's not healthy neither. So if women actually go to a man and you're saying, I don't like the fact you're prioritizing your child over me, girl, bye. What? Bye. Ugh. I dare ever, God forbid I ever get divorced. God forbid. But if I did, and a woman told my ex husband that, girl, bye. Bye bye. Because once that divorce happens, no, I'm not the priority, but the child, my children are. My child or my children with this man is. The same thing goes for me. If I met somebody else and all that stuff, my children will come first. Because that man is just a bonus now to my life. He's not my priority. It's going to be my kids now. The priority was was my husband. I know it sounds crazy and it doesn't make sense because it's like, how could you guys have a happy home and this, that, if that's the case? But that man should understand that by then. By then, he should have kids of his own too. I would hope. I would hope. But, anyways, I know of some women that don't like to be second to kids now. So, for example, if you're in a relationship with a girl and you have a child, I promise you now, she's right. The women will not like to be second. because of the fact that they want to be first. That's why there's women out there that don't like the idea of dating a man who has kids. It's harder, and you have to be more understanding, and you have to have a lot of grace and a lot of patience. But, but, if it's a woman that has kids as well, and she does that, there's a reason why she's divorced. Put it that way. I mean, it takes two to tango. It takes two to, create an unsettled household and an unsettled family and all that stuff. But you shouldn't want that woman as the stepmother of your children. Just saying.
Number four, women love attention. They'll sit up and tell you and lie straight to your face and tell you that they don't do this for attention. They don't do that for attention. They absolutely love attention. They love male attention as long as it's from the man that they want the attention from. All right, it only gets questionable when it's a man that they don't like. But if it's a man that they like, absolutely, absolutely. You think if her and her homegirls go out and they see a table full of fine men that they don't want to be approached and they don't want conversation had by those men? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. I don't care what they telling you. All right. It's the ugly dudes that's coming up and bothering them that they got a problem with. But they absolutely have no issue with attractive men shooting a shot, talking to them, conversating with them. They love that. They like attention. They go out of their way for attention. They'll throw other women under the bus for attention. They'll do a lot of things to get attention. Don't believe that.
So that's true. To an extent, obviously. Everything's to an extent. But there's some women out there that like attention from all men. It doesn't matter if they're nerdy looking or extremely good looking. Okay? Like, it doesn't matter. They love attention from all men. Um, I know of women who like the attention from men just to get free stuff. It happens. Free drinks is not a bad thing. Drinks are expensive. Drinks are very expensive. Free food doesn't really matter. Some women will not waste their time talking to the men they don't find attractive neither. And then there's some women, that will go after the man that they want and they will like that attention. Yes, 1,000%. Women do like attention from men, but I think that's a very known factor. I don't think that's something that's like unknown or unheard of. For me personally, I like when not the attention from men, but for me, if you're too good looking, I don't know. For me, I just get turned off. I'm just like, not so interested. I'm sorry, because you're too good looking. So I know you're good looking. When the man knows he's good looking, it ruins it all. It ruins it all. But no, she's not wrong. Women love attention. Women like to be seen. They did their hair, they did their makeup, their nails, everything's fresh. The fit looks good. They want to feel good. They want to hear they look beautiful. They want to feel, you know, like they're wanted. But the things with society today ruined everything. And men don't feel comfortable walking up to women anymore. And women are getting, bothered by it because women are getting bothered by it because men are not chasing after them like they used to. But that's your fault. I mean, ladies, you guys asked for this and they delivered, and now you're upset. So blame yourselves.
And last but not least, number five, marriage. Majority of these women absolutely wanted marriage. A lot of these women who accepted these babies in the ring, yeah, they wanted to be married. Right? When you go into the comment section of women who getting proposed to, women who get married, look at that comment section. It's just full of women just wanting that to be them, wishing that had been them. Right? It just didn't end up being them. And
But they also wanted to be them based on how the proposal was done. That's the one thing she didn't leave in, and I wish she did. It's the luxury of it. Like a lot of these like extravagant proposals, women are like, made this find me, made this come to me, da 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 da, and they're very extravagant. They're not like basic proposals. They're over the top, flowers everywhere, like really like it's expensive. It looks expensive because flowers are not cheap. And anybody that knows that has planned weddings, any event planner, put it that way, would know this.
they'll sit up and tell you stuff like, if I wanted to be married, I could. Yeah, you could, to some loser, some ugly loser. But the man who you actually would want to be married to, no, you couldn't just be married to him because he'd actually have to ask you. And he's not doing that. You know that. We know that. The men that you want to marry you are not marrying you. So no, you don't have the ability to marry the men that you want. You could get married. Anybody could get married. Get married to the person that you actually want to be married to is a completely different story. But yes, if they could actually be married to the men that they want, they would. This concludes my list. I hope you enjoyed it.
So yes, women do want to get married. A lot of women say they don't believe in marriage or whatever. I am one of those women that was like that when I was younger. I believe they're just another piece of paper, and I still do to this day. But the religious and the connection to God that comes with it is very different, and I view it very differently now. But when I was younger, I didn't want to get married. When I was younger, I didn't want nothing to do with it. I was like, it's a piece of paper, it's contractual, it's, all the things in the book. And then I realized there's no difference from marriage and a relationship. You could be with someone in common law for like 5, 6 years and 7 years, your whole entire life, and you'll have the same problems, the same drama, the same everything. You'll have kids, all that stuff. And in common law, you're technically considered married anyways. So what difference does it make? Yeah, you're not spending the X amount of money, but like, does a wedding really have to be extravagant, or it could just be about the two of you? So it really varies. I did learn how to love the idea of marriage again, and that took time. But yes, some women don't believe in marriage. Some women, it's something that they experience in life that they're just like, absolutely not. I don't want it. The same way some women in this world don't want children. Some women in this world do not want the idea of children in their home. It turns them off. It scares them. Whatever it is. And it's the absolute truth. However, eventually some women do cave and they say, I want children now, the same way some women want to get married. And yes, they'll be in the comment section saying, oh my God, I wish that was me. Oh my God, I want this person. Da, da, da. The reality is, okay, the reality is, ladies, if you don't try to get the man that you want, he's not going to come running to you. Simple and easy. He's not going to go on the horse and come to you. Okay? He's not. He is going to continue with his life. And if you don't tell a man how you feel, he'll never know how you feel. So if you're not going to do your part and telling the man, you don't know. And if he rejects you, so what? He rejects you. Then he's not your person. Find your person. Stop having these expectations that you're going to marry a 10, a supermodel, an effing good looking individual. No, no, it doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Just look for 5 things that matter the most to you in a man. And if that man has those 5 things, that's your person. It's so simple. It could be very simple. Obviously, he's not abusive. He's not this. He's like, not the negative. He's not a toxic individual. And if he has those 5 things and he's a toxic individual, then he's not a good person. Don't waste your time. Stop wasting your time and hoping that the man's going to come to you. He's not doing it. Put yourself out there. Stop being scared. Because you made men scared. Now men are not going to come chasing after you. That's your fault. Start doing your part. That's all I have to say. I don't know what more you guys want me to say, but women do want to get married, you guys. And men, don't make a woman wait 7 to 8 years too. That's another thing, ladies. You're staying with a man 7, 8, 10 years, which is crazy to me. You really believe this man loves you, and I know, I'm not gonna say he doesn't, because every relationship is different. But like, I saw a video where a guy said like, men stay in relationships because it's convenient, and if they're not the person they're in a relationship with for so long and they haven't proposed yet, is because they're so uncertain about that person that they're not sure if they are that wifey material. I don't know. You guys tell me, the men tell me. But if that is true, then ladies, start questioning your relationships that you have with these men. Why haven't they proposed yet after 6 to 7 years? Why are they wasting your time? Like, a man knows that they want you after 6 months. A man knows that they want to marry you after 6 months, okay? That is a known fact. That is very well known. So if he says he wants to marry you and you ask him why hasn't he proposed and he can't come up with an answer, I mean, that should tell you enough. Just saying. Anyways, you guys comment down below what you guys think. Am I wrong? Am I right? Give me your opinions, your thoughts. Let's talk about it in the comment section. I really like this video. I'm really glad my friend sent it to me. I'm really glad I blindly reacted to it because it's kind of interesting. Um, yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Join the fam bam. See you guys next time.